Welcome back. I'm Dylan Sainamon, and today, as usual, we've got something truly exciting lined up for you. This is the third episode of our show, and once again, we are bringing in 3 talented miniature painters to tackle a new challenge. This time, they'll be painting a trio of fierce scaled predators, stalking lizards with claws, fangs, and plenty of room for creative flair. This is Creative Differences.
Hi, I'm Simon Dow. I've, been on Silver Dice before. This is our second Creative Differences.
Hi, my name is Sam Dupuy, and I've been painting miniatures on and off for a few years. I don't have a lot of experience painting. I've done mostly building, but I have studied animation in the past, and I do paint on canvas. Mostly with acrylics.
I'm Stephanie Vantal, and I've been painting and doing creative arts and stuff like that probably since I was a child. I've been painting miniatures since today.
I want to take my time a bit more. This time I felt like, last time even we spent 3-4 hours painting the model, I was just rush, and it felt really down to the wire, to the point where I actually finished the base the next time I was here. So it's it'd be nice to be able to just take my time more and then try to enjoy the process a little bit more than just kind of frantically paint.
I can't remember of the name of the ship at the moment, but essentially the way the ship is designed is it's got 2 sort of arms at the front, almost like the Millennium Falcon. And what I ended up doing was I went to this board game event or something like that, and I ended up buying parts of different models and stuff. And one of the things I bought was this, I don't know if it was Falcon or something, it was some Marvel model, and it had these beautiful large wings. And so I actually glued the wings on top of the 2 front-facing pieces, and so it was painted to look like in the Eldar race there's different factions, and one of the factions is the Swooping Hawks, so I painted it to look like the Swooping Hawks faction, and that way it would be able to be used as sort of the transportation for the Swooping Hawks. And I was planning on doing one for each faction, but I only got around to that one, but I quite enjoyed it.
Yes, so I did buy an Age of Sigmar Warhammer set, Sylvaneth, because I'm a plant crazy lady, and I really wanted to build tree people and paint them. I've built them, I have not painted them yet. Well, so as for painting miniatures, I've always had a pretty big interest in it. Building the Sylvaneth army is obviously to set me up so that I can paint them. I've always really been attached to the idea of being able to create something and to, generate some kind of mental image and execute it in real life.
First impressions.
It is really nice. I'm excited to paint this. It's a lot like the crab in the sense of it's a lot of smooth detailing, right? It's not in your face. It's not like feathers or fur where a lot of texture is sticking out, right? And I think that's gonna be a lot of fun. It's kind of like a canvas to work on, and I think I'm gonna use a lot of wet blending. I do feel that if I wanted to, I could spend hours and hours and hours picking out every little scale, and I'm really happy that those came through, because I feel the crab was missing a lot of the really fine detailing.
This is your model.
Okay.
First impression.
It's adorable. I love him. He needs a name too. I'm gonna have to think about that. I think Lemmy. He just looks so chill.
He's so dangly.
I'm actually really excited to paint him. He looks like he's just chilling on a sunset or something.
Well, this is your model.
Oh my gosh! It's so ugly, it's cute. It's so ugly. I mean, look at it. It's like the monster equivalent of a beagle.
What are your furs of break?
the skin texture is going to be difficult. I have no ideas. What is it, like a fish lizard? I don't know what that's for.
Just a like lizard.
Okay. It looks kind of fishy to me. So, I don't know. I guess my first impression is that, water. So, we'll see, I guess. I don't know.
It could be like a river drink or something.
Yeah.
You said you wanted some out of the box thinking. I think a lizard fish.
Yeah, maybe I'll paint like a mermaid tail on this thing. No, I think it's pretty cool. It's completely outside the realm of anything I've ever painted before. So if I was looking for a challenge, it's definitely that.
Cool. All right. It's going well so far. You know, started out with some wet blending. I kind of got carried away and I went more down towards like the greens and it wasn't my initial plan. I wanted to do more of like purples at the bottom, but that didn't quite happen. But that's all right. I definitely had some problems with contrast paint pooling in some of the recesses, but we're gonna have to just kind of glaze through some transitions to smooth things out and do some corrections. But on the whole, like the very base coloring is done and I can see a lot more of the detail now, which is good. So the idea is like smooth everything out a bit more, pick out the details, and then I want to add some stripes and maybe like call out some of the scales and just hit some highlights and bring it way up and have it very punchy. And I'm trying to think of like if I want to change up and go for like a complementary color now and maybe integrate some like oranges or reds into this and really have a lot of pops of color with the scales and make it really fun. But overall, we're well on our way.
I think it's going okay. It's still sort of in the beginner stages right now. I just sort of set my lighting and tone the way that I wanted it to, and now I'm working on slowly building up the colors and setting it so that it fits the lighting that I initially set and chose. And then I'm going to, once I've built up the colors to the right shades that I want, I'm gonna add in the extra details for it. I mean, I don't know about competition. Like, is it really a competition if you already know who's gonna win? I'm not gonna specify who that is. But, I mean, at the end of the day, when it comes to competing, I'm just always trying to compete against myself. So we'll just see how things go.
So my thought process going in was just to go low and slow. So I actually diluted the colors a lot with water just because I wanted to see it on the model before I decided to go like full color, if you will. So I've just been building up kind of the base coat so far, and I'm actually super liking how this is turning out so far. My intentions are to build in some more blue and deep purples with like, I'm going for actually a very like mermaid look, if you will, for my mermaid fish lizard. Yeah, so I'm just finishing off kind of like a base color, if you will, and then I plan to go in with the lighter colors for fun.
And that's a wrap on another episode of Creative Differences. 3 painters, 1 theme, and some wildly different takes on these scaled beasts. A huge thank you to Rescale Miniatures for creating the models we use today. We picked them up from their online store at myminifactory.com, so if you want to paint one yourself, check them out. You can find more information in the description below. And if you'd like to bring these creatures into your own D&D campaign, we've got you covered. Head over to www.silverdicesociety.com, where you can download a free 5e stat block for these lizards, ready to drop right into your game. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to give us a like, drop a comment telling us your favorite paint job, and subscribe to Silver Dice Society for more miniature painting, tabletop fun, and all things gaming. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Creative Differences.